KFI.
Los This is a special holiday rebroadcast of Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell. From January 29th and December 20th of this year, it's Art and his guest, Mel Waters, talking about Mel's Hole. And now, the best of Coast to Coast AM.
To reach Art Bell in the Kingdom of Nye, from west of the Rockies, dial 1-800-618-8255. East of the Rockies, 1-800-825-5033. First-time callers may reach Art at 1-775-727-1222. Or use the wildcard line at 1-775-727-1295. To reach Art on the toll-free international line, call your AT&T operator and have them dial 800-893-0903. This is Coast to Coast AM with Art Bell on the Premier Radio Network.
Mel Waters has appeared on Coast to Coast AM several times over the years now. Many may remember his accounts of the mysterious hole on his property in central Washington, which appeared to have no bottom. The hole was, by Mel's account, measured to a depth of 80,000 feet, utilizing fishing line and a weight. Since Mel's first appearance on the show, many strange, fascinating, and rather unfortunate things have happened to Mel and the people somehow related to the hole. In a moment, it's back to Mel's Hole and more. And Mel. Here he is from, I don't know where he is right now, Mel Waters. Mel, welcome to the program.
I'm here in the Pacific Northwest.
Somewhere in the Pacific Northwest. That'll do. First of all, it's great to hear from you, and I guess we heard from you, Mel, because, were you out somewhere when we did a rebroadcast of the original Mel's Hole thing?
Yeah, I guess this was last week sometime, and I was coming back from Nevada, and we turned up, I get a lot of rides from truckers. You might find this interesting. I look a hell of a lot like Willie Nelson.
Do you?
I mean, people will come up to me, and particularly truckers, and say, "Do you know you look like Willie Nelson?"
Well, no kidding.
And then I tell them, no, I'm not Willie Nelson. I am Mel Waters.
And they know who you are?
Well, they know exactly who I am. And next thing you know, I've got 3 or 4 truckers standing around me, and we're talking. And
well, how do you get them to believe you? I once was out I've got an RV, Mel.
Yeah.
And we talked to truckers on CB, that's real handy when you're on the road. And I encountered some truckers, my wife and I did, and we were running with them. You do that. You kind of run in a pack. And they wouldn't believe it was me. They said, your name is Art, you're from Bloody. Are you Art Bell? I said, yes, I'm Art Bell. They said, no, you're not.
I haven't had any problem with it. It's interesting. I guess a lot of the truckers that are listening to you aren't seeing you on your website. So I guess they have no mental picture of you at all. So I think.
Well, I mean, even on the radio, though, on CB. We were just talking on CB.
Oh, so they heard your voice.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
they would not believe it was me. They finally did, but it took about an hour. Anyway, Mel.
So we're heading back, and we're near Portland, and he turns on the radio, and I'm on the air. At first, I didn't believe I was. This is a dream. We've been on the road too long, and no, it was. And we were wrapping up the show there, and I decided, well, I'm heading back here. I had to see a doctor for a checkup here, and so I came up here, and I decided, what the heck, I'll bring the audience up to date here. I kind of left people dangling there at the end of...
Yeah, I got a lot of, hey, I'm dangling here. What's the story on Mel's Hole? Now, to bring everybody, just very quickly, the 101, you had a piece of property in Washington.
Yeah, out near Ellensburg, Washington, the center of Washington State, near the Manassas Ridge, which is sort of like the mountain range that runs along Ellensburg is in the Kittitas Valley, and so you got a valley, you've got mountain ranges and ridges and so forth, and that's basically where the property is located out there.
happened? Go ahead, tell me.
What happened with the property?
Well, yeah, I mean...
Okay, we'll give you the nickel tour, as it were.
Thank you, good.
Okay. Basically, this was back in '97, so this was 5 years ago almost. That I sent a fax to the show here, and basically I described what I had done about this hole and how I lowered some fishing line into it because, quite frankly, for years and years and years and years and years, people were dumping stuff into the holes. I'm talking refrigerators. I'm talking dead animals. My favorite thing to toss in there was TV picture tubes. But no matter what we tossed in there, we never heard anything hit bottom.
Let me stop you for just one second. Mel, do you have a Bible?
Yes.
Go get your Bible. I'll wait.
I have the Bible right here, and I will...
You have it that handy?
Yes.
Place your hand on it now.
It is right on the Bible.
Do you swear to me, with your hand on that Bible now, that what you are telling me and about to tell me is the whole truth, the absolute truth?
Let us say the absolute truth.
Absolute truth. Cute. I'm sorry about the whole truth thing. The absolute truth, with your hand on the Bible. So help you God.
Yes, I do.
All right. Then let us proceed. So you threw TV picture tubes down, but I mean, I remember cows going down and...
Yeah, so some people do dead cattle out there. I had a little Mexican fellow that used to throw literally truckloads of tires down there.
And there was enough, the hole was big enough so that you could throw something down and you wouldn't hear it cascading off the side.
It was 9 feet across, and it had a retaining wall around the top of it, and the stone went down a bit. But as far as I can tell, as far as I could see,
no splash, no crash, no bang, nothing.
And it seemed to be, and it didn't look like it tapered. It looked, from everything that I could see,
it looked as wide as far as you.
It was a hole.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's further than I could see it tapered. I had no idea. But I figured if something tapered, eventually tapers down to nothing, and things start collecting.
Well, 9 feet in diameter, that's a big hole.
That's a good sized hole. That's 3 yards across. That's more than the average human being is standing up.
So you had something across the hole, right?
Yeah, we put some corrugated metal and stuff on top of it, kind of to secure it.
By the way, had you fenced the hole in? Was there any protection? Was there a sign up that said...
Beware of the hole? No.
Yeah, beware the hole.
Oh, that's, I think, would fall under the category of attractive nuisance. You start warning people, and that gets people enticed. So.
But how about protecting people? I mean...
Oh, well, again, that's what the corrugated metal on top was for. It was secured on there pretty good, so you can, you couldn't open this up without basically busting the mechanism open. And
so you began lowering fishing line into the hole from this centerpiece, right?
Yeah. First, I used to do a lot of shark fishing, so I had a couple of big fishing poles with a lot of line on them. And what I was curious about is to find out if there was any water down there. What the heck? So I lowered a big reel full of line into it, and had a roll of lifesavers on the bottom. The roll of lifesavers was simply because if it hit water, the lifesavers would dissolve.
Absolutely.
It would melt. The old fisherman's trick. So that's what I did. I lowered down. I emptied this reel. I assume there's about 500 yards of line on this particular reel there.
Right.
I did that with another reel, so I connected them up there and get down to about 3,000 feet, and same result. And then finally, I got kind of nuts about the whole thing there, so I went and bought basically monofilament in wholesale quantities. It's the kind of stuff that they fill the fishermen's reels with down at the sporting goods stores. You see, they have monster reels.
Sure, giant.
So, basically I started lowering the stuff down there on a 1 pound lead weight into the hole.
By the way, did you have any help or